Welcome to New York City, a city that has captivated the world for centuries. The city that never sleeps, a metropolis of dreams, ambition, and relentless energy. But before the glittering skyline, before the lights of Times Square, before the rumble of the subway beneath your feet, this land was wild. This was Lenape territory, home to people who fished, hunted, and thrived in harmony with the rivers, forests, and meadows that blanketed Manhattan Island. Their lives followed the rhythm of nature, and for centuries, this land was theirs. Everything changed in 1624, when Dutch settlers arrived, seeking trade and opportunity. They established a small outpost named New Amsterdam. The city of today was unimaginable. The streets were muddy, the houses simple wooden structures, and windmills dotted the harbor. The Dutch traded fur with the Lenape, and the settlement slowly grew as more settlers arrived from Europe. The foundation of New Amsterdam was built on trade, ambition, and survival in an unpredictable environment. In 1664, the British arrived, and without a single shot fired, they seized the colony. They renamed it New York, in honor of the Duke of York, and the city's destiny shifted forever. Over the next century, New York grew as a center of commerce and rebellion. Merchants, sailors, and revolutionaries filled the narrow streets. By 1776, the city became a key battleground in the American Revolution. George Washington led troops across Manhattan, strategizing and fighting for independence. After the war, New York briefly became the first capital of the United States, and the nation's first president took his oath on Wall Street. The 19th century transformed the city even more dramatically. Massive waves of immigrants arrived, fleeing famine, persecution, or seeking opportunity. The Irish, Germans, Italians, and later Eastern Europeans all left their mark. Castle Garden, and later Ellis Island, became the entry points for more than 12 million immigrants. Little Italy, Chinatown, the Lower East Side, neighborhoods formed, vibrant and alive, infused with the cultures of the world. The smells, the music, the languages, all mixed together, shaping a city that was chaotic yet thriving. In 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge opened, a marvel of engineering that connected Manhattan and Brooklyn and symbolized the city's growing ambition. In 1898, the five boroughs officially united: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. New York City, as we know it, was officially born, diverse, dynamic, and endlessly ambitious. The 20th century brought industrialization and skyscrapers. In 1931, the Empire State Building soared above the city, a symbol of ingenuity and hope. Yet the city also faced hardships. The Great Depression brought unemployment and poverty, and crime rose in every neighborhood, but New York never stopped. During World War II, it became the heart of America's industrial and military effort. Factories, docks, and ports hummed with activity, supporting troops overseas. Post-war New York flourished culturally. Broadway theaters thrived, jazz clubs filled the nights, and television made the city a global stage. Immigrants continued to arrive, adding richness to the cultural mosaic. But the city was also a place of contrasts. In the 1960s and 70s, neighborhoods decayed, crime surged, and racial tensions flared. Yet even in these dark times, artists, writers, and musicians transformed the city into a beacon of creativity. Graffiti on subway cars, the rise of hip-hop in the Bronx, and the explosion of modern art in Soho gave birth to global cultural movements. By the 1980s and 90s, New York entered a new era of rebirth. Crime rates dropped, the economy boomed, and the city reinvented itself through finance, media, and fashion. The skyline grew taller, each new skyscraper a testament to ambition. But tragedy struck on September 11, 2001. The Twin Towers fell, leaving scars on the city and the hearts of millions. Yet New Yorkers rebuilt with resilience. One World Trade Center rose from the ashes, a symbol of hope and strength. Today, New York is home to over 8 million people, speaking more than 200 languages. From Wall Street to Broadway, from Central Park to Harlem, from the bustling streets of Queens to the quiet corners of Staten Island, the city pulses with energy, dreams, and ambition. It is a city where anything is possible, where cultures blend, and where every street has a story. From Dutch windmills to neon lights, from cobblestones to skyscrapers, New York City's story is one of reinvention, struggle, triumph, and enduring hope. A city that never stops, never sleeps, and never ceases to inspire, because in New York City, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.